Welcome to the Unreal Frankenstein review of Frankenstein books for kids, brought to you by Frankenstein's Science Project. Today we will be reviewing the book Frankenstein Takes the Cake by Adam Rex. This book is a follow-up to the very successful Frankenstein Makes a Sandwich. This book is a collection of poems about monsters and strange creatures like the Sphinx, Godzilla, King Kong, and Dracula. The Sphinx even gives you a riddle to solve. Frankenstein has a somewhat bigger part in this book than in Frankenstein Makes a Sandwich. Here, we find out that Frankenstein is the writer of the poems, as written by a little message from Adam Rex. We get introduced also to his future bride as they make wedding arrangements. It actually does not have a poem on Frankenstein eating a cake, which I found a bit strange. The collection contains poems, a few blogs, and even an advertisement. I'll show you the blog. They are all done in rhymes, and they are actually fun to read. And that sees the blog, and here is the advertisement. Now, the cover gives you an idea of the silliness of the book. Let me read it for you. Frankenstein Takes the Cake, which is full of funny stuff like rotting heads and giant gorillas and zombies dressed as little girls and Edgar Allan Poe. The book, we mean, not the cake. And the inside cover provides a bit more information. No one ever said it was easy being a monster. Take Frankenstein, for instance. He just wants to marry his undead bride in peace, but his best man, Dracula, is freaking out about the garlic bread. Then there's the headless horseman, who wishes everyone would stop drooling over his delicious pumpkin head. And can someone please tell Edgar Allan Poe to get the door all ready before the raven completely loses it? Sheesh. So, this gives you an idea of the book, what it's all about. Now, the illustrations are rich, as in the previous book. They're full of details. They're really fun to watch. In this case, however, Adam Rex also introduces some photographs, which makes it a little different. And he uses these, for example, to tell the story of the Headless Horseman. The wording is quite clever. For example, using the title "Off the Top of My Head" for the Headless Horseman's blog. Now, Adam Rex even introduces some haikus, and haikus are a form of poem. And it's a poem that has 3 lines only, with the first line having 5 syllables, the second line having 7 syllables, and then the third line having 5 syllables again. Now, some of the wording, however, is not really tailored to kids. I found that the poems related to Edgar Allan Poe were a bit obscure and somewhat difficult to understand. By the way, Edgar Allan Poe was a famous writer of creepy stories. He lived in the 1800s. Now, this is a 40-page picture book. It was published in 2008 by Harcourt Books. Although I did not enjoy this book as much as Frankenstein Makes a Sandwich, the funny illustrations and texts are a joy to read. To get more book reviews, visit unrealfrankenstein.com.